Oh, hello. Welcome to our weekly order flow show with me, Robert Rother. Well, just give me short feedback if you are there. Hello, Ty. Nice to see you here. I think everything should work fine. Yeah, then we're going to start order flow with Robert Rother every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central European Time or 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Who doesn't know me yet? Some words about myself. I started trading at the age of 13. That was in 1995 roundabout. And well, I was quite successful during that time. And at the age of 17, two persons came to me and asked me if I want to co-found an investment company with them in Frankfurt, Germany. Well, they also became my mentors and they taught me the business of private equity, hedge fund management, and so on. And I started trading basically the S&P future, still the real future at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and we were trading through the telephone basically. Then I sold my shares in that company, and in 2004 I moved to China, where I set up a second investment company with a Chinese partner together. And well, at the top, or at the peak, we had over $100 million under management. I had a team of 30 traders, analysts, and well, accountants, yeah. We were investing in basically gold, oil futures, Hang Seng Index we were trading. We did a lot of private equity, actually bringing companies to the Chinese stock markets and Hong Kong stock markets, and investing in real estate in Macau, for example. Well, and if you're very successful, sometimes in China the government doesn't like this, and I got arrested in May 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese financial system. And I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in a Chinese detention center and prison, and I was released in December 2018. Well, the first year after my release, I wrote a book. It became a best-selling book in Germany right now. Here it's a top right, you can see the cover. It was in the top 10 list. It was quite successful. And well, after this, I went back into the trading business because it's the only thing that I can do. And right now I'm running a German speaking and an English speaking trading community where we are focusing on getting funded with prop firm accounts like Apex or Top Steps Trader, and while receiving our payouts as quick as possible. The success rate is very high, and most of them they receive their payouts within 1 or 2 months. Basically, it's a done-for-you trading system. You can find more on lit.robertrother.com about what we're offering, what we are doing, and yeah, it's quite successful. So if you want to make money, join our community. Then, most importantly, right now, the general disclosure. All Bookmap materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So now let's have a look at the markets. And let's see who's already here in the YouTube channel. Hello, Tony. Also nice to see you here. Ty, of course. And let's check Discord. Hello, Caesar. To see you here. Best greetings to Colombia, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Hello, Florian. Also nice to see you. So, what are the markets doing? Yeah, it's really, yeah, crazy, so to say. ES, yeah, on the way to new all-time highs. It's always not so easy to trade. Then we have to put into consideration that actually summertime is right now. Many people are on vacation and are basically, yeah, the market is not moving so much. But what we can see here, we had core inflation data today. We can also check this on Trading Economics calendar. at 8:30 Eastern Time, core inflation data. Well, I'm not the guy who's going to interpret or analyze this information. It's really not my my business, but I only want to see what did the market do during that time. So we can see here basically this sort of spike. So switching to another chart. This one here, I have my drawings. So we had basically a big move to the upside. Yeah, and that is an interesting scenario. If we can see something like this, then the first thing that I'm going to do is entering an anchored VWAP here. Let's go to a 1-minute chart. The news release, and we're adding a VWAP here, and this becomes most likely sort of support and resistance zone for this day. Settlement price is also here. I already added this one. Let's have a look at Bookmap. To actually add the VWAP here. Exactly at this point. Settings, configure add-ons. This one is fine. And we add a session VWAP also, starting with the opening of the market at midnight, Central European time. This one in green, and adding the standard deviations. So now we can see that we actually have the anchored VWAP from the event beginning here, and yeah, the VWAP from market opening starting at midnight. But why is he not showing me the standard deviations here? Oh, I put the standard deviations on the wrong VWAP. Them here. Now the picture is correct. And the green line is basically now a sort of resistance zone that we can see. I mean, yesterday, last week, there was no live stream. There was holiday in the United States, Independence Day. But also what started to happen last week, or actually the Friday before, that we see this auto spreader here on the chart. This is a very annoying image or picture. It's basically starting every day at 2 p.m. Central European time or 8 a.m. Eastern time. Before we do not have this, and now then they're starting with this auto spreader to basically destroy the image or the picture. I don't know why they're doing this. Normally you have this sort of order spreaders to actually guarantee liquidity in illiquid markets, but we do not have this problem basically in the S&P. They started doing this in the Nasdaq future also, I think 1.5 years ago, and now also doing this in the ES. I have no idea why. There's only one way how we can get around with this, and basically not on this chart. Then we have to use the TraderMap Pro. TraderMap Pro, and the configuration is show order filter, not changed, and then by price or size. And then basically a new chart will pop up, and we have this chart image here. So we can see the picture a little bit more clear, and we can see the liquidity zones here and here at this 5,674 and 65. So this is why we basically have to work on two charts right now. But the disadvantage is, I also already mentioned this to the Bookmap team, I cannot see the iceberg orders on this chart, which are important for me to get the market constellation or the market situation. Yeah, this blue one, for example, these are important information for me, and I can also not trade through this chart. Also a problem, so I have to trade through this chart since I am using Bookmap for my execution. Hello Marius, hello Alois Santa, good morning. I've been watching some of your other webinars. I'm wondering, when does a VWAP become invalidated? When it, well, basically you can, if you observe, if you add a lot of VWAPs to a chart, you will see that over time they're all coming together. So they're basically more or less at the same level. Yeah, we can also see this green one and this one becoming closer and closer together, and basically after market opening they are moving on the same level, and then basically I take one VWAP out. But invalid, basically a VWAP for me becomes never invalid because it simply represents a benchmark of price and volume, and price and volume is always of interest for me and basically for the market participants. Also, we do not know what are the other players thinking. The question is, why am I using the VWAP? Because I know that algorithmic trading is going to start and end at VWAP zones, and there are big players like pension funds. They have completely different ideas of trading and a different time horizon for investing. They're not day traders, most likely not. They are investing over many months, years, yeah, or decades, and then they always use certain VWAPs to place buying orders because they think this is a fair price for to buy, which is also true. So this is basically, there is no invalidity for the VWAP in my point of view. Hello John Wick, nice to see you again. Oh, Caesar, Colombia is recovering today after the win last night. The final should be interesting. Yeah, well, yesterday, yeah, was also the game Spain and England against the Netherlands, and now, yeah, England versus Spain in the final on Sunday. This will be also interesting. So if you have questions, always feel free to ask them. Yeah, otherwise we are waiting for the market opening. Let's have a look at the game plan. What is my idea? If I look at this chart, maybe let's take a 50-minute chart. We can see that we have the settlement price here. This is of interest, the high, basically from the pre-session from yesterday. At market closing, the market really made another jump to the upside. We have these high volume nodes in our volume profile that are always points of interest where we can expect a turnaround. Otherwise, we have the top here, of course, as a resistance zone, and this zone here is a low. We're opening almost at the same level. No big price difference. So I would assume if the market goes up into this direction here, to look for shorts. And if the market comes down to these areas, I would look for reversal trades to enter a long position. That is basically my idea. And since we have a very low volatility, the VIX is only at 12.6. It's very tired. Some very boring trading right now, but that's part of the game. Summertime, most likely like this. If we look into Bookmap, we do not see any surprises of liquidity right now. Nothing. Also no big iceberg orders that are of any value for me. Well, we saw something here, of course, 5,600, 4,000. This is a lot, but this was basically related to the news. We can see here this sort of icebergs were executed. These are basically sell limit orders that were executed on a larger scale. Market hit the volatility after the news and simply went up. But if we can see a situation like this, most likely the market is going back to the entry level, and the market also did this. So this is why I also believe sell orders here in this area could be of interest. 695, 697. And for me, basically, I only have to pass one more trading day, then I'm getting the next payout. I'm now again at over 54k, so every 2 weeks I can apply for a payout for this account. I've finished 9 trading days. Now I still have one more trading day, so I probably have to take one trade today with low risk and just simply get over the finish line to apply next week for the next payout. Yeah, this is the game. Yeah, it was a good match yesterday. I also saw it interesting, and well, let's see what the English people are doing. I see Dan is not here right now. Probably he's still sleeping. I think he celebrated a lot yesterday. When these reports are happening, do you usually wait longer before executing trades? You mean the news report, Ty? Basically, I simply try to stay away. I'm not doing any trades during news. At least you cannot do it with prop firm accounts. You can use this to with your own capital, but then you really must have some, yeah, really, you also have to suffer sometimes huge open profit and loss situations. But right now for prop firms, if we have reports like this, don't do anything. Just stay away, watch, and wait for your chance. So, and don't forget to leave a like button here. So, then quiet, we can have a look at other markets. For example, gold. We saw gold over $2,400, also triggered by the news, as we can see here. And we see a nice liquidity area here, and that would be a nice short scenario. Basically in gold, it's right at 2,415. Iceberg orders, liquidity zone, and we can see the market tried many times to actually enter this zone, but never reach this liquidity. And then basically sell off. Okay, and we can see everywhere here at the top, we still have iceberg orders that are not executed yet. This one and this one. So someone definitely wants to sell gold at this area. We look at the chart, longer term chart. This picture here. Our chart for gold. Yeah, we broke through this area here, and now basically the way is the longer term time frame, basically maybe back to all-time highs, 2,440. This is a spot market. So if we see this picture for short-term trades, we could look for shorts here, but on the long term, we should look for swing trade opportunities. And also here, okay, we already have the VWAP at this level. We can see it's starting. If the market is coming back to this level, long positions at 2,400, and here short-term scalping trades at 2,416. Let's see what's happening here. Keep this in mind. And what is crude oil doing? Big picture on crude oil. High volume node here. Here, point of control. This VWAP basically is no use for me. Was from another time. Take this one out. Oh, we have a VWAP at the top, and then we put one here at the bottom. We can see that we're here right now directly at this VWAP zone, 81.93. Exactly here. Let's see what the market is doing. So now probably could expect a turnaround at this support level, and the way how I basically measure it. I know we have this support zone here. We do not have any huge liquidity. Fortunately, nothing. But if we just assume that we have correction, I simply add an anchored VWAP here. If the market goes above this VWAP, well, we could probably think about a correction, but right now the market doesn't want to do anything. Right now, what we want to see is like a market sweep. Yeah, the market shoots down and then is coming back, and then I'm entering a VWAP to assume that maybe the support zone is going to hold, but right now we do not catch the falling knife. Yeah, simply waiting. Do you know my funded futures prop firm? No, John, I don't know them yet. Oh, now we're simply waiting for the market opening. As you can see, there is really no movement at all. You have heard they have better rules. Maybe let me check out what I can find there. I can see checking the website here. Well, rules are similar to Apex if I see this right now, but they're definitely more expensive. They have no trailing threshold, they have an end of day threshold is also okay. But right now for an evaluation account, you definitely pay more than with Apex or TopStep. So if I ask here in the group, in the community, who is trading with prop firms right now? Or who's trading with his own capital? Because there's for me, well, of course, there's a huge difference. John, what's easier to trade, commodities or indices? That really depends on your trading strategy, yeah. Probably I would think that commodities are easier to trade. But what is easy? Well, it's also the question, yeah. And it really depends on your trading style. If you're like a trend trader, I would definitely recommend commodities. Well, there is no right or wrong to that answer. It really depends on you, on your own trading style. Your own capital, Tony, very good. Thai trading for prop firm evaluation accounts, yeah. No experience with prop firms or introducing brokers. Okay. Well, maybe you can consider using prop firms because, well, you don't have to risk your own money, yeah. And if you screw up, basically it only costs you like $40 or $50 for the evaluation fee. And at the end, you can get your money out. Of course, you do not have the freedom of trading if you trade your own capital, but well, you can trade also, from my point of view, much more aggressive. Because if you screw up with one account, it's only a couple dollars are gone and not huge amounts of your private capital. Also, if you look in our community, always people getting their payouts. Sebastian, again, new accounts funded. This is, yeah, it's also for like me, also regularly every time I'm getting my payouts. That is working smoothly. And I think you can make an income of 10K per month or whatever. I will not say easily, but with a system that actually is reasonable and with an investment amount that is also reasonable to get this sort of yeah, income. So market opening soon, then let's see what's going to happen. Siegfried, I'm trying to understand. Well, Siegfried, maybe you try. I'm not sure what you mean, but if you see this button here, you have to click this button. And then basically the market is moving accordingly. Then you can scroll in and scroll out. But if you change something like this and you see the button, then the order flow will not move automatically. So you have to press this play button. I hope this can answer your question. Do you live trade every day with your school? Yes, Johanny, we live trade every day. Well, but sometimes, you know, same like if you go fishing and you do not know if you can get a trade during that period. We are basically sitting together like 1 hour, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on market situations. And then, yeah, if we can get trades, we are going to trade, or we are discussing our trading plan. I have my trading blueprint that everyone can follow quite easily. And then you find the market and the setup that works for you the best. And, well, then we trade, yeah. If you move your picture here or the heat map like this, yeah, you drag it around, then you see that there is a popping up this exit drag mode, yeah, this button. If you press this button, then you're back to the normal flow. Bookmap Gold. Well, this is the Global Plus version, if I understand you correctly, Ariev. No, I did not buy Bitcoin ETFs, John. I am holding a Bitcoin as cryptos and other cryptocurrencies as well. So still markets opening and adding the big picture, adding the VWAP here, market opening. Now let's see if the market goes up to this level, 5692, this area. We might look for short opportunities. This is 93, this level here. Since I have to do one trade today with this account, yeah. Maybe if the market goes to this level, I'm looking for a short trade. Simply place an order here. Somehow takes a long time to place the order right now. Anyway, it's a take profit of 8 ticks, SL of 8 ticks. It's one contract. I simply have to do one trade to get my next payout on this account. I'm global, but I don't have the button. Basically, the button should actually show up here, yeah? I mean, if you really drag the chart like this, then the button should show up. Should be the same in the global version, because that's, I think, a basic function. Bookmap Bitcoin. Let's see. Of the Binance BTC USDT. Let's see. Yes, Alexander, that's correct, yeah. So now we have the Bitcoin and Bookmap, the BTC USDT from the Binance exchange. Get some more historical data. Well, we wait a second until it's loaded. Hello, Steven. Nice to see you in Discord. And don't forget to press the like button, yeah, on YouTube. Again, the market doesn't want to move at all here right now. It's really we can see the market is basically not moving at all, yeah. That is very, very slow. A small explanation of this chart, right? Well, what we can see here is basically an order book of the market of the S&P future. It means simply that we can see where are orders placed in the market. We can see here on the right side, the green are buy limit orders and the red are sell limit orders. And we can see the history of these orders inside this so-called heat map. And this gives us an idea where people want to buy and want to sell. Actually, not an idea, we can see it very clearly. And according to this, we can make trading decisions and look basically behind the scene. Yeah, this is the normal chart where most of the people, if they trade, look and analyze this, but we can see the hidden thing behind this chart. Yeah, and this is why we have the heat map and can actually identify where is liquidity and basically which zones are really relevant for trading and which one are not relevant. Green line, this one is the anchored VWAP from the news event. It's a news release here at 2:30 or 8:30 Eastern time. And these sort of events always play important role for many investors, especially the bigger ones. And then if they want to enter the market, they have to actually find a reasonable or fair price level for their trading decisions. And this is what we can actually identify with the VWAP what is a reasonable price for buying and selling. And this is why I actually placed an order here. I'm always moving it below the VWAP because I assume if the market goes to this VWAP that we are going to see another sell-off. Selling pressure is coming into the market, and this is what basically I'm trying to use. My God, this is really taking a long time here. Bitcoin. But there are basically no huge surprises here. I cannot see. At liquidity around $60,000 Bitcoin. And 55, so that's the range basically. 55 as support level, I would say, and 60,000. These two zones. I have to quit this chart. This is robbing too much data. How many VWAP standard deviations I use? Basically only 2 standard deviations. First and second one. You can see also here, if you look at the chart, there is really no movement at all. The market doesn't know where to go. See the long wicks. We have a range from, it's 3 points, from 85 to 88. Yeah, there's really nothing going on. Do you use the volume, pressure, or absorption indicators? I have been watching how they react above, below AVWAP. Curious if these are reliable clues. Tony, right now I am not using these indicators. Yeah, I will have a look at this. Some people actually asked me about this also, but for me, most important is simply the price structure. And yeah, the VWAP, I have to say, this very reliable, and then simply trade. We can find and get a lot of tools that can give us more information, but mostly I have to say that this information only making the picture more confusing for me and do not actually give me clarity. Green time, screen time. Yeah, hello, Santa. Watching, learning, and getting a feeling for the market. Well, yes, I use other confluences, the VWAP, basically with price structure, that is most importantly, and volume profile is always a key. So now we're going to hit this VWAP. Then simply you must use basic mathematics for trading. You know, simply what is your reward to risk ratio? Yeah, these things simply put into consideration and then try to find, yeah, to make money over hundreds of trades. Now I got the fill. Let's see what's happening here. It's a VWAP. Market touched VWAP. one more tick. Yeah, that's not nice. Touching my take profit, yeah, but not getting any execution. That is annoying. But that's trading, you know, we cannot we simply wait for another attempt to basically come here. So next attempt to get the order filled. So if you have questions, come in, ask them. Ach ja. Hello, Demo Trader. Nice to see you. So now I got my fill. I made my daily goal. Now I can apply for another payout. This funded account is done. And again, very simple trading. The anchored VWAP at the point of control. At the event. So what is the market doing? The market came back to the VWAP. We saw selling pressure coming in and took a little bit longer. We touched actually my take profit couple times, but I did not get any execution. So then you have to stay calm. Either way, basically you can actually put your stop loss to your break-even level. But for me, I either want to get the full fill, and then I got my fill here, and it's $100. I did not trade more because the account is already at maximum level. And now I simply have to wait another 4 days to apply for the next payout and get another $2,000. And then later or tomorrow, I'm starting to trade other accounts on Top Step, other Apex accounts. And then you have this circle of basically printing certificates and payouts. Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, that is simple, easy way, but there's a big logic and research behind these sort of activities. And well, yeah, watching a lot, reading a lot about programming and how the hedge funds are working. And then you get an idea of buying and selling pressure. Exactly, Peter. The book is really annoying. It really, really annoys me also. But we cannot change it, you know, and the only thing that we can do, and this is basically the daily task that we have, is to adjust ourselves to these conditions. And we can actually filter, yeah, with the TraderMap Pro, we can filter some of the noise. But then we have different problems. I cannot trade through this panel, and I cannot see the iceberg orders, so I always have this chart on a different screen to follow the orders. Printing money like Fed, yeah. Well, something like this, but the Fed plays in a different league. Yeah, they can print a lot more than I can. Caesar, how have you adjusted your trading over the last months or so, especially with no VPOC or settlement prices for the all-time highs? Yes, Caesar, that is really not easy. For me, basically, I switched most likely from pre-session trading to regular trading hours because we simply have no volatility at all sometimes, and it really takes a long time to get some ticks out of the market. And also we could see during the pre-session time, the market basically made new all-time highs. And then during the regular trading sessions, the market had a sort of correction. Yeah. So what I changed is basically I trade less contracts. Before I always trade like 4 or 5 contracts for an account. Right now I'm only trading like 1 or 2 because this is also, they are funded. I'm actually just awaiting payout. But mostly what I changed are my trading operational hours. And this is again back to regular trading hours and not pre-session, simply because of volatility, and the market was moving basically in a trend during the pre-session, and the regular trading session was more like a sideways movement. Bookmap is working on this trading stops and icebergs of TraderMap Pro chart. Yes, T, I spoke to Bruce about this issue. I also gave them my feedback, and he said that they are working on it. That would be really, yeah, big help, you know. Nice patience on that. I would have bailed. That is part of the game. Patience, patience, patience in trading, yeah. Robert, what do you think of the trading style where they hold the position open to take bigger range? Curious on your thoughts. You're in and out, but what do you think of the holding? Demo trader, that is really, there is no right or wrong to this question. You have to ask what is your characteristic. Yeah, some people like to hold longer positions over a longer time period. I personally feel more comfortable with getting quick in and quick out, because now after almost 30 years of trading, I know how tired you become, your energy level, your balance. It costs a lot of energy for me and lifetime, so to say. Yeah. So for me, I like to get in quickly, get out quickly, take my small part. I have this niche that I develop for myself in which I feel comfortable, and I do not have to stay all day in front of the computer to trade. Normally, if I make a trade like this, I reach my target, I switch off the computer and go to the beach. Yeah. But other people, they follow the common knowledge. You have to let your profits run, keep a tight stop loss. I have a different opinion about that. For me, I like to take my profits quickly so I can grow the accounts quickly, get my payouts for prop firms, and this requires a different trading style. If I would trade my own money, probably I would also trade differently, but I'm currently not doing this. I'm totally on the prop firm accounts, and I'm successful with this. I don't know for how long until they're going to kick me out, but that's part of the game. But then I will find a new way how to make basically money out of this. But really, it's a key question is what sort of personality are you? Are you a patient guy? Can you hold positions for a longer time frame? Can you keep up with if the market moves into your direction, like here, to my take profit, but I was not filled, the market is going back. Can you hold on these sort of movements over a longer time period? Yeah. For me, I do not like it. Robert, do you recommend good trading books? Love reading non-fiction like quants, but also very technical stuff like Dalton's Market Profile. Noah, then you already have a very good book from Dalton's Market Profiles. I can recommend all books from Jack Schwager, of course, Market Wizards. What else do we have? From Brian Shannon, AVWAP, and Dr. Van K. Saab. He unfortunately passed away, I think like 1 year or 2 years ago. I can write it here. Market Wizards, I like them. Van K. Saab, his books are very good. Market Profile or Mind Over Markets, you already have it, yeah. Very good book. And then you already have a lot of very good knowledge. Also, yeah, Warren Buffett, if you like to go into good mindset and good yeah, investment strategies. I have to watch England play, so I don't need any more stress of swing trading. Yeah, Peter, that is true. I saw it too yesterday. Oh yeah. That is definitely true. You're welcome, Noah. Also for trading psychology, Jared Tendler, I can recommend. The Mental Game of Trading. Yeah. Of course, John Wick. I have watched Wolf of Wall Street. um, that is a must see movie. Same like The Big Short. Yeah. Or the from Norway, there's one TV series also crazy. It's called Exit. This is very funny and very true. It's a story of 4 traders from Norway, from Oslo, about their lifestyle and what they did, how they made money. And I really can say this is absolutely true. We had the same thing in China going on. Hello, Herr Lechtli. Beste Grüße in die Schweiz. No, hey Robert, do you see already some summer holiday things slowing market? So it's a bit more blunt nowadays. Yes, definitely. I mean, look at the markets; they're not moving at all. Very slowly. This is summer trading right now. We really have to fight and wait to get our trades. Yeah. Floor definitely on YouTube. Flawed, very nice story. Yeah. Exit is a trading series from Norway. It's very crazy demo trader. You really enjoy it. You must buy it over Amazon Prime. It's not for free, but €5 or so per series. But it's really, really crazy story, and it's true. And I can really tell you, this is also how we played in China. Yeah. Nishit, hi, I'm new here and I wanted to ask, like, is there any time frames in heatmap to just like trading view? We have actually, the heatmap is more like a tick chart. There is no time frame. We have the possibility to actually get some time slices, yeah. We say, okay, 10 minutes, that they're represented here, but this is a tick chart, you know, so there is no time frame that we have. John, I don't have the volume pressure and absorption indicators right now running here. I have to do this another time. So, anything happening here? Still broke through this level. Probably the market will move up to new all-time highs now, yeah. We left this rotation. Now the only thing that we can do is basically add an anchored VWAP here. And we can see market touch the VWAP here, and now the buying pressure is coming. We left the range and probably going back to new all-time highs. If you want to jump on this trend, basically follow the VWAP here. Mike, that depends on your laptop, yeah. You need a lot of memory. I would recommend at least 16 gigabytes of memory, but basically it can work, yeah. Should work. Maps expert, are you still using the second standard deviation to enter on trades? Depends on, well, if we have the session VWAP, let's say from the beginning of the day, then yes, we can use this. But you always have to be careful if you are in a trend or in a sideways market. And for anchored VWAPs, I'm not using the standard deviations, only for the session VWAP, like here right now, if you can see, and you see the market still is reacting to this sort of standard deviation. So basically I can say yes, still using it, yeah. Definitely initiate, yes. You can use it without any time frame base. That's absolutely correct. Ryan, the red dots and blue dots, the red dots are stop orders that were triggered. We can see this on the order ID. And the blue ones, these are iceberg orders that were detected and lying in the market to being executed. That gives us an idea if people are getting flushed out of the market or where the big players are placing huge orders that you cannot see in the order book. Bet supporting Sleepy Joey to get elected, yeah. Yeah, Alexander, exactly. You can add candles or you can add also the footprint chart on Bookmap to get a time frame. So then if you like the sessions, please please give it a like button, yeah. And for the members of our my trading community, also we are going to continue now after the stream with the markets and see if we can come get some more trades. If you're interested in getting funded as quick as possible, feel free to join us. Yeah, surprise, surprise, liquidity at VWAP. So then I wish you a good day, and probably we are going to see new all-time highs now, yeah? Bye.